Well, today I'd like to introduce you to Reilly, this little baby puppy. She's only 4 weeks old and she's going to do a very important job when she grows up. When she's about 2 years old, Reilly will be working for the Royal Society for the Blind, helping someone to have more freedom and more mobility by being a guide dog. It's a really big job for a little puppy. She was born here in South Australia 4 weeks ago and she's now in a special puppy nursery where she's being very, very well looked after with her 7 brothers and sisters. There were 4 girls and 4 boys in the litter, so I chose to have a namesake of a little girl called Reilly. Her mum's name is Annika and Annika is a fantastic mother. She is so placid and so content. She looks after her puppies really well, but I hear that at night time she likes to sleep alone, so she actually does get some sleep. Imagine those 8 puppies gnawing on you in the middle of the night. But they're growing up really well and Reilly will have to have lots of training for her to become a guide dog. But I understand already that she's showing some very good signs of being very sociable, good at communicating and has a lot to say. Sounds like me. Daisy, looking after the puppies is a pretty big job.
Yes it is. So all of our volunteers give us so much time and commitment, especially like I was saying, the whelping people that help us with whelping, because it is a 24/7 commitment and it's time consuming and it's also stressful to have young pups. And so we do have quite rare that people want to volunteer for whelping, and when they do, we really appreciate it, like Judy. So yeah, it's a huge commitment.
Is it perhaps one of the most vital parts of what of getting a puppy trained up is the very beginning?
Absolutely. I mean, environmental enrichment in those early days. I mean, what we call the imprinting stages is happening right now. So these pups are going through one of the biggest stages of their lives where they're going to learn a lot, and we need them to have good environmental enrichment and a good environment to grow up in so that they can be the best they can possibly be later in life. So it's definitely a huge commitment and such a big stage of their lives. Without these pups, we don't have, you know, dogs to train, and we wouldn't have guide dogs for the RSB.
Well, Reilly's been described as a confident and outgoing little girl, but right now she looks like a sleepyhead. So it's time for me to hand her back to Daisy. So Daisy, just come and take her and put her in a lovely rug. Daisy is from the Royal Society for the Blind. She'll be looking after little Reilly for me. And the next thing that will happen in Reilly's life, that when she's about 8 weeks old, she'll be going off to be introduced to the family who will take her through the next stage of her training. That's the educating family, like a foster family. They'll take good care of her, but give her lots of experiences. And when Reilly goes to them, we'll catch up with her then. I can't wait. She might be a bit big to cuddle by then.
Yeah.